Hey everyone, my name's Steve. This is CountBang. We're going to start doing reactions on this channel because I've lost the will to make creative edits. But you know what? You know what I haven't lost the will for? Music and other forms of media. So, yeah, I've watched reactors on YouTube for a long time. A long time. It's one of my probably, one of the top three types of videos that I do watch on YouTube. So, why the fuck am I not doing it? That's all I want to fucking know. So we're gonna give it a shot. This is gonna be my first ever reaction video on YouTube, and you know what? When Marilyn Manson was in his prime, the heyday of Marilyn Manson, I was maybe halfway through high school, maybe actually at the end of junior high, probably more like it. I remember I had like 20 Marilyn Manson T-shirts. I wore makeup to school. I had very long black hair with an undercut, with like an undershave. I wore trench coats. People were terrified of me outside of the very tiny group that I was a part of. And even to this day, it's still somewhere deep down inside. So when I heard that Marilyn Manson, the uncancelable phenom himself, had just released a brand new track after almost, 4 years of not doing any music, now being signed newly to Nuclear Blast Records, going on a tour, losing a ton of weight, and just all around looking really badass and kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some pictures and it's giving me like Hollywood vibes, to be honest. Like maybe Golden Age of the Grotesque, but you know, definitely he's looking like, he looks like he did before Eat Me, Drink Me, for sure. So that has me a little intrigued. I haven't really been excited about Marilyn Manson music in a little bit. I mean, I feel a little ashamed to say that, but there was pretty much anything in the past maybe 8 years I have not been too into. I still like it. It's Marilyn Manson, man. How can I not? But it's definitely not the Manson that I know. Could be because, as we all know, he was spiraling into drug addiction, pretty bad. That always has an effect on what you do. And another thing is, even when you're young, when you're younger, you can function. You can do a lot of drugs and drink a lot of alcohol, and you can still function. You can go out there and be a rock star. It's a known fact. You can. But you're 55 years old. You're not 25 years old anymore. And it gets to a point where you gain a little bit too much weight. You're doing a little bit too much cocaine or whatever it may be. You're drinking too much alcohol. And you get to a point where you can't even go into the studio anymore and lay down a proper track the way you used to, let alone perform live, which anyone who's honest knows that Marilyn Manson lost his live abilities. They were left behind quite a while back. But hey, enough shit talking about Marilyn Manson. The man was unfairly canceled. Evan Rachel Wood, who are you? Anyway, so we're gonna give this a chance. We're gonna give it a watch, and we're gonna see what the fuck is going on. By the way, sexual assault and abuse of women is real, and it's a very big issue. And my heart goes out to real survivors and real victims of this. But clout seeking, fame hungry, bitter ass, and they can go jump off a cliff. So anyway, let's see. They're reinvented Marilyn Manson. Let's see what he's doing now. Sober, newly sober. Been going to the gym. New band, new label. Let's do it. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. There he is. There he is. Oh, wow. Did he have plastic surgery? Look at how young he looks. What? Is this 2008?
This is no longer just my communion. The ones of the flesh
Wow.
have turned.
Ooh, what is that?
All the sacrifices
He's still got the grill. I'm not sure if that's permanent or something he puts in. He's had it for a long time. Okay. He is sick of the secrets with I just want to point out, people who aren't familiar intimately with Marilyn Manson, his current woman is on Instagram, and I've already noticed some very obvious he's calling out to her with some imagery in this video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to be too specific because I like you to, go on adventures. So look up her Instagram. Watch this video. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Since hungry, I see these bodies and the bones stick clean.
Nice.
I built this cage we've been trapped in together. Can't remember
He looks so good.
where I hid the keys. A reason for me to get by became a need to get out into a life that was no life at all. No life at all.
All right. I don't have the lyrics in front of me, but I have a pretty good ear. I believe it's a reason for me to get by became a reason for me to get high. Led me to a life that's no life at all, no life at all. So my friend was right. One of my friends told me that this was about his sobriety or getting sober, and also, just coming back from so much turmoil. Very good, very interesting lyrics. Before I start it again, real quick note on the sound, on the aesthetic of the music. Already, I'm getting very, very old school vibes here. Let's keep going. Oh, nice synth. You're only there's a trick to get out of your skin. You're only as sick as the secrets within. So what I get from that is, if you need to leave your skin, the unhealthy skin that you currently are wearing, you need to let the secrets out that are within, because that is only as sick as you are. And then he goes on to say, the beast is assuming control. We all know what he means by that. Drug addiction is the beast. Nice interlude. Well-known painting. He has a very recognizable painting style. I've always loved his artwork. Okay, so I'm zeroing in on the musical aesthetic. I think I'm ready to pronounce my opinion on that at this point, because we've heard everything that's about to repeat again. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. We're listening to a very, very interesting combination of a lot of Manson's early work right now. I'm hearing Coma White. I'm hearing Eat Me, Drink Me songs. I'm even hearing Antichrist Superstar tracks in this. It's just certain little parts. He's now. Let's keep in mind this is one song. We don't know what this record is going to sound like. You can go back and look at even the earliest Manson records, and all of them had at least one or two chill tracks, right? So this so far is very chill as far as the level. It's not loud, but it's sinister sounding. The key of the song just is done perfectly because it maintains an introspective, sinister sort of feel. I'm loving it. I love the octopuses. I love the symbolism so far in this video. And I feel like I'm in fucking high school. The fact that he looks the way he does just sells it. It just seals the fucking deal, right? I mean, this is Manson. This isn't like some weird version of Marilyn Manson that he's been trying to be, he's been all over the place. As far as the way he does look, though, I will say it is golden age of the grotesque in Hollywood, and that's where his look is, as far as makeup, hair, styling, just the way he's presenting. So not quite Mechanical Animals, Antichrist Superstar, definitely Hollywood, and then into right after that, that's what the visual aesthetic of his look on his person, not the video. We'll talk about the video in a little bit. Poor guy. Slowly assuming control. There's the beast. He drew the beast. Okay. Very nice. Oh, let me have. Is this the Holy Grail? Chalice? Renewal? He did mention earlier the blood in the cup is cold.
I was never your taxidermy.
Whoa, what did he just say? Did he say I was never your taxidermy? Is that what he fucking said?
I was never your taxidermy.
Yeah.
I'm still into your soul.
Interesting.
Keep sleeping, I'll make you dream of me. Keep sleeping, I'll make you
Wow.
keep sleeping. There is a trick to get out of your skin.
It's already in my head.
As the secrets
Very catchy. There's a lot of I don't know exactly what the meaning is of the octopus that they keep showing, that he keeps showing. But some of the scenes with the octopus seem sexual in nature, and I'm not sure if that is what he was going for, what the deeper meaning is in the context of the song. Oh, doggo. There we go. Let it out, let it out. Yeah. Doggo. I just want to show you. All right, so what I earlier I mentioned his woman and her Instagram. One more hint. This right here is what I'm talking about. Not him. What's behind him. So look into it. Nice. Oh yeah. That's Manson. Look at that. Look at that, dude. He's back. Dude, I don't give a fuck, dude. This song's almost over. We're gonna finish it, but I already know. I don't give a fuck what I don't care about Manson being back the last 5 times. This is the real return, okay? This is the real return. Just this image alone right here. If I just showed you this image and I said, "What year?" And if I showed you this image and you've been out of the loop with Manson, you know, maybe you saw images of him, maybe back in high school, you kind of have an image in your head of what he looks like, but you haven't really followed his career. But I showed you an image, this image, and I said, what year is this image from in the context of Marilyn Manson's overall career? Is it from this year? Is it from 10 years ago? Is this from 2005, 2000? What would you say? Tell me in the comments. I mean, any of the, even, let's see, even like, you know, just that. All right. Where's one of the ones where it's close up? God. I mean, it's crazy, dude. What has he done? He doesn't look like he had a facelift. I mean, I just think he's just got that good skin. A lot of people, when they lose weight, I mean, he's had to have lost 50 pounds. A lot of people, when they lose weight and they're older, he's 55, by the way, and they lose weight, it really ages them a lot because, you know, all that fat leaves and it leaves behind voids, right? And your skin hangs down. It shows your age. I don't know, man. I don't know what he's done. Botox? I don't know. I'm going to give him credit and just be nice to the guy and just, you know, assume he didn't do shit except lose weight and get sober. And he's got the best makeup team, you know, to this day. Anyway, let's finish this up. Look at that. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm so fucking stoked. I think his tour. Look at that. Brand new man. Shed the skin. I think his tour started already.
They're legally.
I think it started. His tour, I think, started like 2 days ago. All right. Well, anyway, guys, let's talk about this shit. Let's get rid of this. I'm trying not to do any editing. I made a promise that I wasn't going to edit shit. If I'm going to do reactions, I'm not going to edit shit. Okay. Unless I get copyright, and then I'll whatever. But let's talk about Marilyn Manson. What the fuck? Well, the song is fucking amazing. Um, we don't know. We don't know what the record is going to be. Okay, this could be the Coma White of Mechanical Animals of this record, right? For all we know, this record will be a bunch of heavy songs, and he's got the two soft songs. On the other hand, it could be go the other way. And to be honest with you, I really don't care. I don't care because both versions musically of Marilyn Manson, heavy, soft, it doesn't matter. It's all gold as long as he's focused. I think we know that now, right? I mean, I think a lot of you feel the same way I do. You know, like probably the I don't know. In my opinion, the last good Marilyn Manson song was like what? If I was your vampire, that was probably the last fucking good song. I mean, they're all good. Like I said, I like everything he does. Okay, but there's been a weak period, and we know why now. Okay, we know why. I want to mention the fact that there is something very unique about this song that I don't think I've ever seen in a Manson video or Manson song ever in my life, and that is uh, a genuine mission to be personal with us and talk about his personal life. His lyrics have always been cryptic and maybe political, maybe um, having to do with a lot of different subjects, but not much that have really much to do with him. Don't know if you ever caught on to that, but not a whole lot of Manson songs out there that you could definitively say, yes, he is telling us a story about him, maybe something he's gone through recently. This song, the lyrics in this song are like a therapy session. Okay, he's pouring his heart out. I even noticed there were some facial expressions in the music video that conveyed a sense of hurt and a longing to express, hey, I've been through a lot of shit. The drugs were a bad choice. And hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not preaching. Okay, I believe in freedom. You do whatever the fuck you want. A lot of people can do drugs and they're fine. If you don't have a career and all you do is sit around like a lump on a fucking on a gaming chair at your desk 24 hours a day, do whatever the fuck you want. Who cares? But I think this man has suffered a lot from from just being in the spotlight, but not in a good way for a very long time. And I think Manson is a very strong character. I think that he's, obviously used to being criticized publicly, but it's always been political. It's always been, whether it's religious nut jobs or conservatives or whatever it may be. That's the kind of criticism he's usually gotten. It wasn't until recently, until the past few years, that now all of a sudden it's not about the fact that, oh, he must be satanic, or did you hear those evil lyrics, or why does he look like that? Now it's been about he did what to his girlfriend and other girls, and and then I don't know. Look, Me Too, I got mixed feelings. This is not supposed to be a political channel. There was good things that came out of it. There was a lot of bad things that came out of it. It got to a point where it went from being a positive thing to kind of going out of control and catching a lot of people in its net that should never have been caught in that net. And I'm glad that they kind of eased up on it eventually. But unfortunately, it wasn't soon enough for Marilyn Manson. As I said, never was personal until recently. And I think that unlike the usual criticism that he's always received, which he handled very well because he's a genius, he's intelligent, he can. If you anyone who ever tried to sit down with him and make a fool of him on television, Bill O'Reilly, they probably didn't get the show they expected. Because Manson will fucking never back down from a challenge from one of these, talking heads. He'll talk better than you. He'll talk circles around you. Before you know it, you're up your own ass. But this time, it's personal, and I don't think he took it very well. And I think that it made his drug addiction worse. There were stories of him being shit-faced drunk, even in the studio for several of his more recent albums. Barely able to have one sober moment to lay down a decent track. In this song, Marilyn Manson's, this is coming from a former musician, former vocalist myself, who's been in the studio. I can tell you there's very minimal correction being done on his voice. What that tells me is that he's in a very healthy state. His vocals are very healthy. The fry screaming that he did in the song, maybe wouldn't even call it that, but best thing I can think of right now to describe it. The louder, more aggressive parts were done in a very healthy way, and he's not known for his healthy screams. Okay, I think he's really come about to a healthy state in more ways than one. I think he's trying to protect his vocal apparatus. It's a very good idea at his age. It still sounds great. We don't need him to fucking destroy his voice for us, because the song was amazing. The chorus, I would call this part the chorus, where he's saying, "There is a trick to get out of your skin. You're only as sick as the secrets within." I think, it's very mellow, very deliberate, but just so catchy. There's a lot of pop sensibilities in here. The synth interludes, and by the way, that synth interlude where it goes doop 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 doop, that actually is playing through the whole chorus. It's embedded deeply into the track, and then at that very moment, it stands out on its own. That's done very well. I don't know much yet about his new band. I know he has a brand new lineup. I know that every member in his band is new or new to him. So we'll be looking into that. And yeah, not much else to say. He's back, baby. I think next thing I'm going to be reacting to, I can almost guarantee you, is a live video because, like I said, I think his tour started a couple days ago. There's got to be videos of him live. We won't know how healthy he really is until we watch a live video. That will tell the whole story. That's the real test. I don't care how much weight you lose or how sober you get. The question is, can you still do it? And in a live performance, he's going to have to sing all of his old songs. We're going to see how that goes. So yeah, this probably sucked. I don't know. I've never done a reaction video before. I'm never been on camera before ever. I did Nikocado Avocado videos, funny little edits. So maybe this sucked. Maybe it didn't. If it gets even a few views, I'll do another one. So anyway, Steve with CountBang. We'll catch you on the next reaction. Peace out.